background work that's been done, we have looked at a number of places. We've looked at the vicinity of the hospital, and it became clear that it was important to have our pensioners reasonably close to the CBD so that people who are able to can actually walk. Other people can use mobility scooters and so on, but we did not. We made a conscious decision not to go to the outskirts of town.
Thank you. Councillor Bell.
We looked at lots of options, as you say, and that didn't seem to be the best location. I must admit, I've had a good chance to look at it because I was under the impression we were only taking a part of a bigger thing, which from what I'm hearing now, it looks like we're perhaps taking a bigger part than I thought we were. But I know people that live, and generally I don't like the idea of losing reserves either, but people, as Tom said, and people I know that live nearby have said that it's not used very often and desirables. If there are people there, it's often undesirables hanging around and doing what they do. So,
there is no thought I had to our councillor in which we need them in town. But I get that sort of feeling if we decided to build them in the tower. Is it something that we could? Councillor Edmund, sorry.
I was just going to say, if our money is limited, it would be good to see quotes or whatever on paper to know, because if we say, okay, we're going to go with that because it will only cost $950, then what happens if it goes over?
Well, but that's why they'll be built. The plan is that if you go ahead with that, working with YWD, they would be building them in to make quite certain the quality is right, because they'll be a certified builder to look after them. Then the next two, so it would actually take 3 to 4 years to actually do them all, so there would never be any opportunity to overrun in any shape. Councillor Edwards.
I'm in favour of them being built at Kindergarten Street. I was Tina Lockdale's presentation. She used the words quite often safety, to the point I put up my hand, but she answered my questions beforehand you asked. And I thought she was meaning safety of drivers coming out of the units onto the road, but no, she was telling us about safety around the park. So surely, hopefully building some units on that park will take away some of what she was safety for people. And you never know what goes, as she's had the experience in her own drive, what goes through people's minds. As you know, a relative of mine in Peru, in a unit in Rangiru, had her home entered by people like that. So you can only make them as safe.
Thank you. Councillor Gatt.
It's been a good day, but I'll be straight up, and I said it last time when we debated this, I'm not in favour of using Kindergarten Street in the reserve for a number of reasons. In listening to the submitters today, you have to think they're a little bit confused. And most of them talked about the crime and the issues with drunks and bottles and things like that. And to be honest, if that was their reason, they should be putting their hand up and saying, let's change it, let's get rid of the park. Because we all know, and there has been studies, that prove if you change the environment, you change people's behaviour. So if that's their argument, they should be saying, let's get rid of it, let's do something else with it, because that will help stop some of that behaviour. I don't think that was their intention. And we had someone this morning who was here for another reason, who basically reinforced the positive and really forgot to mention the negative. And that's a natural thing to do. When you want something, you're going to either reinforce the positive or the negative to swing it to your way. And I think that's probably what's happened here a little bit. So my support, my plan, I guess, or my reason, my thinking is that, like I said when we discussed this earlier, we've been discussing around this council table for many years about